Alright, you guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be talking about one of the more hyped decks that I'm super excited for and Grady's super excited for, and a lot of you are super excited for. I've noticed since in early brackets a lot of people have Donphan going really far, but that is Donphan. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Donphan, wait, I remember that as that trash deck from before that really didn't do a whole bunch, and I think it won one game and then it lost in the top 32, and it was just super awful. Why would you ever bring this back? Well, two reasons why we're bringing it back. Reason number one is because a new card came out, and reason number two, we are playing it a lot smarter. And after playing about, I think about 8 games with it this weekend, Grady came over this weekend, we played some games, and almost all of them featured Donphan, because we were both excited for this deck. This deck is the real deal. We might have underestimated this deck. We think we might have put it too low based off how well it performed just in our testing. It did lose at best 2 out of 3 to Kingdra, but those games were super close. Like every game went down to 1-1 prizes or 1-2 prizes. So if it can hang with the #1 seed already, you're gonna have a good time. So but like I said, the two reasons. Reason number one is Donphan Prism Star came out, and now it's making Spinning Turn do extra damage. So pretty much you're going to throw a Strong Energy or a Muscle Band on there. Normally that's what you would need to hit that 80 damage magic number on Claydol or Porygon. I mean, fighting weakness aside. But with Donphan, now you only need one of those two things to hit those 80. If you have all three, you're doing 100 damage, supplemented by bats, now that we have bats in here, and oh my gosh, Spinning Turn is just doing a crazy amount of damage for 1 energy on a 130 HP non-EX Pokemon. That's awesome. That's what we love to hear here at U150. Right, U150? Here at Underspokane is 1 energy, big bopping attackers. That's the key to this format. Now the other reason that this deck is a lot more hype now is because what we're spinning into. If you notice last time before we had walls, babies, complement Mysterious Fossils, Robo-Sub, that sort of thing. But now if you notice there's actually just 2 Mysterious Fossils but really no walls. And that's because we're going to be switching into Spiritomb. You're going to be switching into Item Lock. Now, if you remember, if you've been watching all of these preview videos in order, if you remember at the top that Grady and I, for this tournament, will be banning Luxio and Vileplumes, just because we think that those two cards are kind of, we're not ready to, campaign to ban them just yet, but they are a damper on the format. So we wanted to remove a lot of the item lock in this format and just go back to the basics of the U150, where it's just deck against deck, strategy against strategy. But this deck actually uses item lock super effectively, and it's super annoying, especially since you can Lysander and kill Porygons and Claydols with relative ease with Donphan Prism Star now, and then Spinning Turn into Spiritomb. Whew, it's too good. This deck is amazing. We have the full complement of ways to get Spiritomb back, between Ditto, Rescue Stretcher, and Pokemon Retriever, and I think there's another one in here. I thought there was. Oh, Time Space Distortion. So you're playing 3 direct plus even Super Rod. So you have 4 recovery options, which is more than average, honestly. Hypnotox Laser for damage, plus power for damage. Mysterious Fossils if you can't, Mysterious Fossil is used if they have some big bopper that's just killing 60 over and over and over again. So that's where that is. But we also are playing Skyro Bridge as extra ways to retreat Spiritomb. Oh, we probably actually should play an Unknown R. Now that I'm thinking, Unknown Q. Now that I'm thinking about it out loud, Unknown Q would be actually super good in this deck. But yeah, Floatstone and Fluffy Berry. We did talk about playing Escape Board as well to help that Spiritomb keep spinning. But yeah, now I'm just getting sidetracked where I want to just talk about. But yes, it is a super good deck. It is real to talk about. I think we do want to put the Unknown Q in here that I keep talking about. But the Mysterious Fossils, if you're wondering, hey, if Spiritomb's so good, why do you have the Fossils in here? And that's for against the decks that are going to be able to hit 60 over and over again with relative ease, that don't get knocked out by Donphan in 1 or 2 hits. Think of stuff like big megas, like GXs, stuff that Donphan might have to 3-shot. Going into Mysterious Fossil isn't necessarily the worst idea in those points, because if you're taking a turn to hit them, they're going to have to take a turn hitting into a card that's not going to give you any prizes. We did joke around once upon a time about playing a Life Dew in here, but Dow's Machine is just still too good to not play. So But yeah, Donphan is back, and in a way where we're going to start considering putting this higher and higher on rankings now that we've played a bunch of games with it. It's stupid good. Play it as your sleeper pick. Donphan is definitely a sleeper pick for this tournament. This deck doesn't lose to Oricorio because there's just no items here. Oricorio will be a thing that your opponent will go into because of the fighting resistance and the non-EX-ness of it, but it's just not going to do a lot of damage back. You can like two-shot Spiritomb with Revelation Dance, I guess, but I mean, it's just, this deck is crazy. This deck is crazy good. If you have any questions about the deck, please let us know. If not, this is Donphan. Get hype.